Silicon Valley and Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the San Francisco 49ers. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Return. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 78 yards. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Well, one word for that opening play call, and that is aggressive, but it worked. First play from scrimmage, long touchdown pass.
Well, let's be honest about it. In our production meeting last night, we talked about when would the secondary get tested. I did not say they'd get tested on play number 1. I knew as the game went along, they would take their shots. But that, as you said, a bold strike and very successful right out of the gate.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He finds an opening past the 40. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Taylor. Man open. That's Deebo Samuel. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And they get 17 more on that one and another 1st down.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Steps away. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
Here we go. 21.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. That's complete to Mostert out of the backfield. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Raheem Mostert with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the 1st quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Mitch Wishnowsky to kick off for San Francisco.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
They're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
On 2nd and 7, Watson. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Screenplay, Johnson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen good for 6, but it's not enough as it leads to a 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. With it is Brown. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Niners will go on offense. First and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things.
Touchdown, 49ers! Brandon Ayuk, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Niners 14, Texans 7. For San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
you know, you know. If you know about the carport, them trapdoors supposed to be awkward. If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They toss it out right to Johnson. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15.
Ball carrier.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Watson buying time to his left. Underneath for Johnson. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He gets it left side to Johnson. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
23-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there for the Niners. 44 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Niners 21, Texans 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Now a nice throw here, right side. He hauls it in. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
A gain of
19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Back-to-back good plays. Have them on the move on first down. Watson to give. This is Johnson. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators, they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play. Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. To throw is Watson on 3rd down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay. So that'll back him up 5. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Now Brown. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at their own 27. He'll look to Mostert to start things out. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Johnson. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Johnson, the Houston.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Texans on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Watson. He can run for it, and the ball is out. Watson lost it.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Flushed out right. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. From the gun, here's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. It's a 47-yard punt, but they did give up 10 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
And incomplete.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
21.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Ayuk, and he's got him. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So 3rd down, they need to get to the 28 for a first. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Garoppolo again. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
At the 8-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. They'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
3rd and goal.
Garoppolo. Being chased out left. And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line.
3rd and goal, they decided to throw for it. But how about the play defensively? Couldn't find anyone open. Left him nowhere to go with the football. Had to absorb the sack.
Field goal. A 22-yard attempt.
The kick by Gold is good. And that will extend the lead out to 24. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. These guys had to punt their last. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back to the air, Watson on 2nd down. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 10 yards to go.
The final shot before the break. Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Miami's Bear in the kickoff for Houston.
It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A play fake from Mostert. Now Garoppolo. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10. They'll roll him out right. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And this offense continues to pour it on.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one good for 26 and a first down.
First down, Texans.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. He was looking to go back to Cooks one more time. And it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Johnson. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
A loss of 3 yards. Brings up 4th down.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
2nd and 6.
They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. Garoppolo going to get this off to Mostert. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A very solid gain of 27. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means...
And across the goal line, into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Raheem Mostert with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the 49ers, they're just pouring it on.
Good.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he returns this to the 22.
How about the return? The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think
into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. George Kittle with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the 49ers continue to roll. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Niners 52, Texans 7.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds, so really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. A shotgun snap for Watson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Watson. Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10 here as we roll along in quarter number 3 from Santa Clara. Throwing again is Watson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. D Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This will be 3rd and a mile. Escaping the pressure right. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. And now Watson throws another interception. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Well, partner, I got to tell you, I'm trying to think of something positive to say for this offense, but I'd have to be a spin doctor for that one. This has been a tough performance to watch.
And I think it's hard at this point to actually identify what's really gone wrong. I guess the catch-all is everything. Doesn't sound like real sharp analysis, but I don't have much else for you.
And the scoreboard just lopsided, and it's been ugly from the get-go. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, it's Garoppolo. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep two eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting two hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And that is incomplete.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big point.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now Johnson. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
8-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
They go to Johnson again. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
And he will have the 1st down, but he winds up paying for it pretty good. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Houston.
They'll run it with Johnson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd down, it's Johnson. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. After the run, Watson going to throw. Rolling to his right. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. And he's got room. He's at the 50, the 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert, 97 yards, as his guys continue to pour it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review.
Wishnowski to kick off for San Francisco.
Here is Wishnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. On 1st and 10, Watson eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 21-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Watson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Flush to his right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 40-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
Well, they are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Kickoff for San Francisco.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
Check. 91 is the mic. I smell fear in that offense. I smell
On 1st down, Watson. And the Niners get there and bring him down.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
A quick throw out wide to Fuller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
And the Texans 1st down.
Watson now to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Jason Verrett. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
40-yard line.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. 4-1's Mike. I got him. 4-1.
Garoppolo looking to throw. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. Yeah, he's got to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Continuing to keep their foot on the gas, and it looks like they're just having fun out there. They're loose, they're free, and they're enjoying what the scoreboard looks like.
I'd have to say I agree with you totally. They're having a blast out there all game long. When they throw the football, they're picking up nice chunks of real estate, significant yardage on just about every throw that they make. And there's another one there, and they continue to have that fun that you just talked about.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. This is caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Gold with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout. Somewhat pointlessly called with 3 seconds to go in a game that's already been decided. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15.
Today's final score, Niners.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Texans, it was a win they needed to turn the season around, but instead, they fall to 5-7. And